What was your worst experience in order to succeed?
Can you repeat that?
What was your worst experience in the attempt to succeed? There we go.
His last.
We got T. Alright, we'll do this again.
Hello everyone again. I think this topic is good for me because I feel like I've been through my worst failure, I think. Because recently I got an internship and I was so happy that I got it. Because I never thought I would have a chance to get an internship as an international student. I have a lot of limitations and I think it would blow my chance to get an internship. But I got it anyways. I was so happy. I was very excited. It lasted 3 months. I tried my ass off. I worked so hard and I got really bad feedback. She doesn't know what she's doing. You know, she is asking too many questions. She doesn't ask enough questions. I don't think she even has basic accounting. I'm like, gosh, I tried. And then I look around, I see people that come with me and they was at the same level, but they did well. Then I wonder, what happened to me? I thought I was smart, right? And I was really down because I didn't know what to do. But in one of the meeting, the accounting society meeting, it was a speech about success. And the speaker at the time said that success is not that you achieve your goal. It's how you try to set a goal, trying to get it, and how much you learn from it, and how much better of a person that you become after you try. So I learned my lesson. I've been trying so hard now to get another internship, to get more evaluation. So even if I'm going to get bad evaluation again, I know how to better myself in the future. Thank you.
Steve Jobs failed, and then he succeeded, and then he died. That's fine. But that's the gist of it, right? You have to, ultimately you fail. And I think J.K.R. Rowling, if you don't know who she is, J.K. Rowling, the author of Harry Potter, she was also homeless. And she wrote the Harry Potter books. And she said, if you never tried in your life, if you've never failed in your life, you might as well not have lived at all. And I think that, that's very true, what he said there. And that we all should succeed from our failures, and that only should make you stronger. That's one thing, so I'm glad I made that one. Now this one, let's go ahead and move forward. Where do we go here?
Do you mind if I take that topic?
This one now?
Yeah, the one she just did too.
Absolutely, we do have the time for that, and I would love to hear it as well. Casey. So Casey's up here.
So, success is hard to come by in this world. True success is. I've gotten to this point. I used to grow up in Rio Linda. If any of you know that, it's a very farm country town. And now I'm an engineer, graduating this semester in 4 years. And that's been some of the hardest things to do in my life. But the absolute hardest thing for me to do was at the age of 13, I had to emancipate myself from my father. He was an abusive guy, and I love him. We all love our parents, even if we hate them. But at the age of 13, I knew I'd be better off without him. And I took the decision. I called my mom. I told her I'm leaving. And next day I called him up. I told him, and I've never looked back. It's been 8 years, and now I'm here, graduating with a BS in electrical engineering, and I'm a lot better off for it. I still love him. He's still a part of me, I'm still a part of him, but I'm better off for it. So it's hard to come by success. You have to leave the people that will hold you back. And that's the sad fact of life. Friends, family, people that hold you back. You have to do it. If what your goals are don't meet with theirs and they're holding you back, then you have to set priorities and stick to it. And that's probably the hardest thing I've ever done. So thank you.
Sacrifice is never easy, and I absolutely understand, I've never met my biological father, so in a sense, I do kind of understand with you, but yours is a lot better than mine. But no, absolutely, that was a great speech, Casey, and I do feel for you, though. But I think this one kind of is good, actually. Moving forward here, 40 years from now, on your deathbed, how would you see how you succeeded? How would you want to see success 40 years from now? I don't know, that sounds good. It sounded good in my head when I wrote it, so we're going to go with that. Stop here.
Man, that's just dying at 60.
Can you say it again?
Are we? Okay, you know what, not 40. Okay, you know what, that's good, man. 60,
I'm like,
no,
death?
We could
40?
70.
With your
years
lifestyle,
from now, let's go back 70 years from now. Well, medical science, hell. 180 years from now, when you finally croak. Well, let's go 60 years. Just 60 years.
Deal.
And just look at yourself 60 years from now. I think that's pretty accurate. 80 years?
What's the question?
What's the question?
On your deathbed. Actually, you know what? No, I'm going to stick with my original. 40 years from now, on your deathbed, if you die at 60, how would you die at 60? There we go. And how would you want to be successful at 60 on your deathbed? There we go. Elliot, there you go. You don't know that at 60.
So you're gonna die at 40.
60.
That guy's gonna die at 60.
But I'm thinking how to put this. If I did, I would want it to be for one reason, and that's that I want to live like in the moment all the time, to the fullest of my potential. And that sounds like a lot, but what I'm specifically thinking of is that there's a big disparity between how you think when you're younger, when you're like a kid, and when you're an adult. And college is like in between. As I think about the notion of some people do things like work careers for 5-10 years, and it's just like the monotony of what can happen, and like it's a little off-putting. I think it's important to be okay with that monotony, but still live in the moment, be like able to improvise, have fun, and I want to hold on to that. So if I were to in my deathbed at 60, I would want it to be because I rode a four-wheeler off of a giant ramp trying to land on a hot air balloon because it's like 25, I trained for it and I can do it and I want to do that kind of stuff. So that's me.
Man, let's be successful at 60 on his deathbed. Mr. Vice President, are we, do I have to go through the 8 or do I need to?
It's up to you. You have till 8 o'clock.
Oh, okay. Alright, well then, I have some blank stuff on the back here I can pretend to read. I got a lot of time. I didn't remember to do this long. Okay, let me go with this one here. Real generic right now.
You're killing
Just real quick. What is success to you? Or what is your definition of success? Well, actually, we already kind of did that one. But does somebody else want to take a stab at that one now? What do you think success is to you right now, at this point in time? Yeah.
A few weeks ago, I was at my other Toastmasters club, and I was really into making a Facebook page because they're all 50-something or older and they have no idea what the Facebooks are. So I was helping them out with that. I'm sitting at home doing it. My roommate was cajoling me to watch the show that friends have told me to watch. I've never watched. And I thought, okay, I like him and we never do anything together, so I'll watch. He's like, come watch Community with me. So if you guys have ever seen this, it's a show about a community college that struggles with success. We'll say that. It's a community college that isn't known for successful anything, really. Their most successful graduate was Luis Guzman, to whom they made a statue in the courtyard and dedicated it. Yeah, special. So I'm there, I'm working on the Toastmasters page, I'm still multitasking, I'm watching Community, and Chevy Chase, if you guys remember from National Lampoon, he plays the 60-something college student who is that old fart you all have in your class, that one old guy that never shuts up. And he always brings me in, he's like, back in 1974, and he's there. The very pilot episode, he introduces himself as Pierce, and he goes, in addition to being an heir to a sanitary wipe company, I'm also a Toastmaster. And I stopped, and I looked at my roommate, and I looked back, and I realized that I think I'm that old man Pierce in two of my classes. And I realized that I'm that character. We have like the same hairline. His hair is grayer, and he's sort of eating for two. I'm not that big. What I realized is that compared to Pierce, I am success. So that's how I
So I actually remember this last question I was going to ask, and I wrote it down. But thank you, Cavin. I love the hair, and I hope you never lose it.
just migrated.
Sorry, I didn't mean to take a stab at it. I really hope you don't lose whatever you got left there.
That was rude.
Still, I'm sorry. Now I feel bad. I feel really bad. See, you're up front. You're like you're just a prop for me. But now I'm back. Moving on though. What is more important than success to you and why? I want to challenge you in that question.
Can I say it again?
What is more important to you than success? So I want to hear this one. Thank you.
I would say something that's more important than success is your own personal fulfillment. I know, something random, I was watching Dexter one day, and then, I don't know if you guys ever watched Dexter, but in one episode, Rita and Dexter are talking, and she's like, what do you see in your future? And he didn't have an answer for that. And she's like, I just want like a comfortable, normal life. Like, that's all I want. No action or anything, that is comfortable and calm. So I was thinking about that, and I think today, like the standard basically is you're successful if you have the car, the money, the house, the family, the kids, and everything. But I think, in all honesty, success is whatever you make it. And I know for me, that's personal fulfillment. In terms of learning, continuing to learn, continuing to grow physically, mentally, friendships, volunteering, things of that nature. So I guess that would be what I find more important than success, because success ends, like, or not, it doesn't really end, but you always have some goal you're trying to fill. And I think personal fulfillment is something that helps you grow personally. So even if you do hit that goal and you do become successful and you just stop, what then? Do you just sit there in your room one day and say, oh, I'm successful, I got the money, I got the car and everything, or do you continue to grow and whatever you want to do? So that's more important than success to me. So Tim, talk about
Adrian. That was Adrian. And absolutely,